Though I'm far across the sea. Well, I'm not really. Well, maybe depends on where you are when you're watching this. So, yeah, nothing really special to talk about today. I am bored. So I thought on this glorious day that it is in Scotland, you know, this glorious sunshine, full of rain and wet place. You know, and sorry for being in this. Well, no, I'm not actually, to be quite honest, because, well, one, I'm hot as a motherfucker. And that's another thing. It's hot, it's wet and murky out there, it's horrible and motherfucker, and yet it is like a fucking oven in here. So, that's why I'm in this getup. Because normally I wouldn't, you know, expose myself to the camera and the audience, because you never know who's watching. You know, I might upset somebody, but then again I don't really care. Anyway. Yes. Sorry for my nipple edge as well, I don't know why. They seem to protrude out of this. Don't know. Don't know why, just does. Anyway. So, don't know what to talk about, to be quite honest. Just watched E3 and I saw the reveal of the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox 360. So, both of them coming out in November time for about 400 quid. Well, 400 quid for the Xbox One and 350 odd for the PlayStation 4. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to get them both anyway, because a lot of people are always saying to me, you know, you're one or you're the other. And I'm like, no, you're fucking not. You don't have to be one or the other. You can be both. I like being both. Because, well, then when you come to conversation with the other side, you know, you can agree with them and they'll agree with you. There will be no arguments because you both have the same console. And if they discover that you have the other side's console, if they don't like it, well, fuck them. I don't like missing things out. Like I always said, there's always going to be games for one console that you're going to want to play and you can't play it for the other one. So, get both. Save yourself the hassle. Get both. That's what to do. I like water. It is so refreshingly crap. Our tap water's not very good. Well, I don't think it's good. It kind of looks like there's things floating in it, but apparently that's just protein. You know what I mean? So, yeah, well, no. The dog's on the window there, so I don't want to put the water there because knowing my luck, she will knock the fucking glass over, and, well, there's various important things down there, including my other half's laptop. So if that got wet, yeah, pretty much mean my death. You know, you wouldn't see me anymore. Not that you'd be particularly bothered about that, for some of you. I don't have a great fan base, but that doesn't bother me either, because this kind of, I don't know. If I had the patience or talent or the ability to write neat, I'd keep a journal, you know, a written journal. But I don't have the patience for that crap. So the ability to just sit here and spew crap out to this camera, just, well, that seems better to me. More water. So, yeah. I went on to a place called Omegle.com. I happened to be browsing porn and other things. A petition. I was looking at a petition for the charities of the helicopter. So, Yeah, I was looking at the petition for the helicopter, and I saw an advert at the side there, and it said, you know, Amigo chat, come chat to strangers. I thought, well, do you know what? I like chatting to strangers. So there as I goes, I put this on, and it turns out that it's a webcam based thing. So I thought, oh goody, I wonder if I'll see people. You know, have a good chat with them, creep them out. You know, share things. Open up to the virtual world or somebody else. Anyway, so as I log in and I go do all my bit there, and to my surprise, I find that it is a very Indian based, not racist, but a very Indian based male toss fest is about the way as best I can describe it. There's an obscene amount of guys on there jerking off. No, that was annoying. I don't particularly like looking at that sort of shit. I mean, it's bad enough I have to look at it myself. Yeah, when I'm doing it. So, anyway, as I'm flicking through it, and I'm clearly seeing this is quite an adult site, you know, and then out of nowhere, you know, you get a couple of girls, and a lot of them are young, and it's annoying because, well, most young girls these days don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but some of them do, but not a lot of them. So yeah, and then as I'm flicking through, I clearly get what is a family and their toddlers. Why in such a site? You must know what kind of site that is. Why would you subject your children flicking through video chat to guys that are, you know, tossing off in front of the camera? I mean, that's bad parenting. I know I sure as shit, if I had kids, would not be letting them go on these kind of places, let alone anything that had video access. This is just an excuse for people to jerk off onto their fucking cams to random people. But I know I wouldn't want my kids looking at that sort of shit, so I don't know what kind of entertainment that was, because the guys, the father was on the other side. You know, we could see him just out of shot. He's laughing at all that shit, and I'm thinking, God damn it, guy, your kids are looking at other guys' junks. You know, you've got a little boy there, and you've got a little girl there. They're giggling away. Don't know why, but it's kind of creepy. Made me wonder if he was maybe one of those dodgy paedophile people. Who knows? But it's very weird. I like Aqua. Not so much. So yeah, like I said, I don't have anything particularly interesting to say, so I just thought I'd come on here for a rant. Typical day in Scotland. Yeah. We had about 5 days of nice warm heat, which started to get annoying, and people started to say, that's another thing about us, we're very indecisive people. Or can be. We complain about this everything, more or less, because, for example, like I say, we had about 5-6 days of blistering heat, which was good because we usually just get what we're getting today. So after that a little bit, we were like, yeah, we want the rain to come back, we want, you know, it's too hot, and then as soon as this comes back, we're like, we don't like this. We want the heat back. We want heat. We want this. We want that. That's just another typical day in Scotland. Yeah. So, no, that's going to happen. No. So, time for tunage. Edit this motherfucker. I'm going to see what other bits of trouble I can get into. So, that's another one for me. Signing off. or I would sign off. I would sign off. But I now have to say something else. You know, I have to hang around for another minute because that was clearly a fail. I was going to sign off, but then I couldn't hit the little icon digit thingy that's there in time. So it made me look like an arse. So, here I am. My tattoo's looking good. That's another thing. I was wearing a white shirt when I was on that Omegle, and there was like clearly a woman type person with some sort of mask thing going on there. I don't know why, but I could hear them talking on the other end, so I had to turn my music down. That was annoying in itself. I don't like turning down my music. I'm enjoying my music. So I turn it down, and they're asking me, they're saying, "Are you Jesus?" Do I look like Jesus? Does this face really look like... I have no hair. How am I Jesus? I look nothing like the dude, and if I did, well, don't care if I looked like Jesus. If I was Jesus, I'd certainly be trying to do some stuff with this place. If I could, but I am not. So anyway, okay, that's about 11 minutes now. Let's see if I can do this again. So for just now, this is me signing off.